Hey everyone, I have another quick little video for y'all. Haven't updated the tank in a while, but I just wanted to post a video about it because it's been doing pretty good recently. Couple little things that are off, but when is that ever not a thing? So, but yeah, all the corals are starting to look super full, and this tank is really starting to fill out. We're about at month 38-ish. So things are starting to really come together now. But yeah, so starting off, we got this kind of thing over here. So we have my torch coral, which is doing really great. Then we also have my anemone back here, one of my anemones of the two. And they're fighting right now. As you can see, the torch coral is winning. And I'm hoping that that anemone eventually moves to get out the way, which I think it will. I'm trying not to bother it too much because I know the more you try and mess with it, the worse things get. And so I just don't want, you never know, like you're going to touch it and then the entire rock work comes apart and it's just a huge mess that you don't want to deal with. And so I'm going to try and let things be. And that's kind of my philosophy with this tank, just let things go. And but like this anemone's doing really good. Clownfish still haven't gotten in their frickin' anemone, but like as you may be able to see, like this guy especially, he'll come and peck at it, but like they never get in it, which drives me nuts. It's been what 2.5 years or so, but I think eventually they'll get in it. This coral's doing fine, a little smaller than usual. As you can see, its mouth is open right now because I just fed the tank. Acans are looking really nice. Still kind of small. They just never done excellent in my tank. They've always kind of just survived in my tank. But this frickin' hammer coral, man, like I'm gonna have to start fragging this thing soon because it's literally growing, 3 or 4 heads a month, and it's massive. Like it probably has 30 heads at this point. And I could probably make a good amount of profit on it too. But it's a beautiful coral, man. I like it. I hope it starts to grow like up here and starts shading things. Like that would look super sick. Moneypora is starting to see a little bit more growth. Kenya tree right here. Obviously the Kenyas frickin' explode. Purple Kenya tree. Always not doing too hot, but kind of just one of those things that's surviving. Not really thriving. But still doing fine. Just never back to where it was. Leather corals, they look kind of closed right now. They've been closed for the past kind of few days. That's because if you look closely, the hermit crabs get on them and then they start to eat parts of them, and it makes that coral not super happy. And so I try and get rid of those hermit crabs. Same thing with GSP as the Kenya back there. Just never quite the same, but still getting a little bit more color ever since I put it back in this spot. Hermit crabs are doing good. They're just, there's one. Then just try and steal a bunch of food. Sometimes they kill frickin' snails. But it's alright. Got some Trocus snails. They're doing all good. My Gonioporo down here is not doing too hot. And I figured out why. It's because my magnesium was too low. So I started dosing magnesium to get that level back up. It was at 1040 or something, so I'm starting to get it back up to 1350 like it should be. And then these little guys bug the heck out of it too, the hermit crabs, especially when I feed. Planer shrimp as well, and he's doing fine back there as well. Pulsing xenia, all right, not great, but not bad. And then these leathers have frickin' exploded up here too. They're doing really good. I'm assuming there's probably gonna be a fight once this hammer coral I'm going to keep calling this thing a hammer coral. It's a frog spawn. This frog spawn, they may fight up here, but, that's how it is. It's fine. I don't really care. And, that's kind of what I've learned. Learn to, live a little bit. It's going to be all right. Some things are going to have to die for other things to thrive. And so, just live hands off and makes things so much easier. As far as my plan for the rest of this tank, I plan to move out in a couple months once I graduate. And so this tank is probably going to stay here while I'm away for at least the first year. Because I don't want to take it down and move it and then me not like where I'm living, or I don't even know if the place accommodates aquariums, but you know, it's just a huge ordeal to have to tear this thing down, and I really love it right now. It's beautiful, and I think, you know, just leaving it as is, having an auto feeder on it, you know, come check on it and do water changes regularly is kind of what I'm planning to do. But yeah, it's a pretty. I mean, it's super pretty. It's everything that I've wanted it to be. I couldn't have asked for a better tank, and you know, it's more than what I ever thought that it would ever be. So you know, I'm glad that things are working out good. I'm glad that y'all are, you know, all my little subscribers are sticking around to actually, you know, watch my content, and I appreciate you watching. Hermit crab. Anyways, enough ADD side rants. Let me know if there's anything you're interested in seeing in the channel, what you think of the tank or whatnot. Probably going to be in the next couple videos. You'll probably see new fish. Maybe I still have the 2 clowns and that's it. Not a whole lot of corals probably, because look at this thing, it's chocked full. Plus I like it, man. Like it's good as it is, you know. I don't need to spend a couple $100 on more corals when they're probably just gonna die and fight. Like this one back here, I don't even know if I can see it. Way back there, through that hole, you can see that's my chalice coral. I decided to give up on that thing because there was not enough space, and I didn't really like the coral anyways, and so I just threw him back there. You know, gotta let things go. And he bleached a bunch, and he's just too much of a hassle. You know, these corals are great. They just love to grow, and that's kind of what I need to focus on. You know, corals that I love that aren't going to be a pain for me. So yeah, still keeping regular maintenance on it, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Probably going to do one in, you know, next couple months. Maybe could be next week for all we know. But you know, I'll keep y'all updated on what's going on in the reef tank, and thanks for tuning in.